What's with these guys?
Hello, everyone, and of course, welcome to Red United TV. It's your boy Ivorian Spicer. We are back at it again with the latest Manchester United news. Yes, it has been international break, but the international break is done, over, finito. Yes, we can talk all about Manchester United, and I know you guys are here to watch everything about Manchester United. You know what I mean, guys? So much to talk about. Jadon Sancho in the news today. Eric Ten Hag, the Glazers, John Murtough, Harry Maguire's mom himself as well has gotten herself involved, guys. This is going to be one hell of a stream today, you know. So, guys, sit back, kick back, enjoy the next hour or so, you know, because today we are talking about it all, man. Can you believe it? Harry Maguire's mom has come out and started defending her son. Like I've never seen something like this, you know. Never in my lifetime, I've never seen anyone's mother come and defend a footballer like this, you know. The English Defence League on Maguire at the moment. But guys, as always, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button. We're about to get straight into it. For those who are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to Red United TV. Follow Red United TV on Instagram before we start the show. Follow Red United TV on Twitter. And of course, follow Red United TV on Twitch. We're about to discuss this Jadon Sancho versus Eric Ten Hag because it's, of course, chaos at Manchester United part 2. Last week we done part 1, so make sure you guys watch that. But today is part 2. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Make sure you guys keep your questions Manchester United related for those who are watching across all social media platforms. We are live on Facebook, Twitch, and also YouTube. Let's go straight into it because we're gonna go into the Ten Hag and Jadon Sancho situation. The beef, I think, has ended, but we are hearing news that Jadon Sancho himself has been suspended from training, from I think for a while, being disciplined. The disciplinarian that he is, Eric Ten Hag, you know, he's not just going to let this go lightly, especially when Jadon Sancho himself has kept this post on his Twitter. He's removed it yesterday for so long. And let me give you guys a brief scenario of what took place before I even jump into the story. As you know, guys, last week, or was it 2 weeks ago, against Arsenal, Manchester United got their ass whooped by Arsenal. Later on, a couple of hours later, the manager was asked in his press conference why did he not include Jadon Sancho, and Jadon Sancho, he said Jadon Sancho was not included in the matchday squad because he hasn't trained to a certain standard. That's what he said. And then from there, an hour later, Jadon Sancho responds on Twitter and says that don't believe what you say and be made a scapegoat, blah blah blah. Basically calling the manager a liar. So as day goes by, the teams, both parties are talking. There's been a situation, there's been a madness, a chaos at Manchester United, and they've had clearly air talks. Whether it went well, we don't know. It's not really documented, but the Manchester United have released another statement. Of course, Statement FC is what they call Manchester United right now. That's what they're saying on the streets. The streets are saying Manchester United or Statement FC, which is probably true. We are Statement FC. We've been releasing statements for God knows for the last 2 weeks, man. Just statement after statement after statement after statement. But we have come to a conclusion with the Jadon Sancho situation. I'm happy about it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm happy about this. I'm happy that it's come to a conclusion. So for those, for those who wants peace, we can finally get some peace and rest. But let me go straight into it. For those who have never been on the show, what I usually do is go straight to the articles, and we review the articles, we read it, and I give you my thoughts on that as well, man. Boy. That's all I've got to say. Jadon Sancho, he got himself into some serious trouble, guys. Some serious trouble. And it is what it is. What can he do about it? All you have to do is just face the consequences and deal with it. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Face it, be a man, and deal with it like a man. Let's go straight into it, man. I'm not gonna waste any more of your guys' time. And we're gonna go straight into the Manchester United statement regarding Jadon Sancho. Because of course, talks were being held and they've come to a conclusion. And on the Manchester United website, you can see their update on Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho will remain on personal training program away from the first team group, pending resolution of squad discipline issues. This was their statement. This is what they said. Yeah. Those 2 sentences. That's about it. 2 lines. Doesn't stretch too much right now. You're just there thinking, look, wait a minute, you could do way better than this. You just want to just tell us that and nothing more. Like, you can't do this to us. Like, what's going on, 99? Is this all you're giving us? This is all the substance that you're giving us. Wow. Just 2 lines. That's about it. Nothing more. Nothing more. And it's crazy. It's really crazy. With this situation here, as you can see, we know that Jadon Sancho won't be playing this weekend against Brighton, from the fact that he'll remain on personal training away from the first team group, pending resolution of squad discipline issues. So for now on, we're kind of pissed right now because we've got Anthony, who's as well won't be with the club based on his allegation, and the investigation has been carried out on him. So he's taken some time away from the club and will remain in Brazil until the investigation regarding his ex-girlfriend has been resolved. But Jadon Sancho now, he's in a situation where he won't be playing. So what do we do on the weekend against Brighton Munich? And Brighton Munich is one hell of a team, and I'm already nervous playing them, knowing that it could end badly. We could get trolled again. So we'll see. Would it be Facundo Pellistri that will be, featuring against Brighton Munich, or would it be someone else? Bruno Fernandes, a Garnacho, or Marcus Rashford playing in that position? Let's find out. We'll wait and see. But back to the Jadon Sancho news. This is not looking good for Jadon Sancho in terms, he was always going to be disciplined. You can't do what you do and think that you're just going to get away with it. Things are going to be calm. The storm's going to be over. No, there will always be an eye out for you, especially from the manager. He'll keep an eye out for you. Now that you've been noted in his notebook, you'll be marked down as, keep an eye on this person, list down all the mistakes that he does now, and yeah, you'll see I'll collapse all on him on the day that we need to do that. Big up Red Tinted View that just put up his comment right there. Sancho is dusted unless he has 808 chance in attitude and effort on and off the pitch. Pellistri on the right wing. My boy Red Tinted View says, man, big up to Red Tinted Views. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Follow Red Tinted View on Instagram, guys. For those who are watching now, for those who are watching on the playback as well, for those who are watching on Twitter as well. I mean, not Twitter. I mean, for those who are watching on Twitch and also Facebook, make sure you follow Red Tinted View as well. Oh, 180 change in attitude and effort on and off the pitch. You know what? Yeah, I'll be honest with you guys. I don't think that will happen regarding Jadon Sancho. He's had 3 years here. He's had so much chances, so much opportunities. You know, still arriving late, as they say. Well, it's been documented that he's been arriving late. His attitude is not that great. You know, so we'll see what happens regarding Jadon Sancho if he can make that change, and he wants to make it work. Apparently, coming from him, you know. But we shall see. You know, you've had so much amples of chances, mental health issues, 3 months off, all sorts and all that stuff that's come towards your way. And you know what? You know, I've never seen a manager that will back a player like that in that kind of manner and give them 2.5 months off. And you're out here fucking the bag up, fucking shit up as well. You know, the man has had his hand behind your back, supporting you, and I can just tell that Eric Ten Hag is disappointed in Ten Hag. I mean, in Sancho, in probably in training, he's just not doing it at all. And the games that he's been playing as well, it's been in and out. Like there's never been a consistent performance from Jadon Sancho. So for me, I don't think it's gonna happen. I just don't think it will happen. We got Red interviews that says 100% facts, bro. This was his last season to change his fortune, and he's fumbled already. And the season barely started, you know. And preseason he started so well. So and as soon as the rest of the team came in, Rashford was played up front to play the false nine, and he wasn't. He was played on the bench. So I just want to know. I want to see those videos as well. I want to see whether he's really putting in the work in training. But I probably believe he's not. No. And for those as well, regarding Jadon Sancho, news as well did come out for Sancho, and that the CEO has ordered John Murtough to resolve this situation. This came out yesterday, guys, and this is coming from the Daily Mail. We go straight into it. So that's how you know there's been something that's taken place, because this came out yesterday and something has taken place today. You can see it right there. Manchester United football director John Murtough and CEO Richard Arnold are taking an active role to escalate tensions between Jadon Sancho and manager Eric Ten Hag. Manchester United director are trying to settle Eric Ten Hag and Jadon Sancho's feud. John Murtough and Richard Arnold have been trying to escalate the dispute. Listen to the latest episode of Mel Sport Podcast. I won't be listening to that. We'll be solely focusing on the news, guys. But yes, as I was saying, Manchester United football director John Murtough and CEO Richard Arnold are a center of ongoing talks to settle and dispute between Eric Ten Hag and Jadon Sancho. Sancho's future at Old Trafford is unclear after he publicly refute claims made by head coach Ten Hag that he was left out of the squad to face Arsenal prior to the international break because his performance in training weren't up to scratch. Ringo returned to training at the start of the week after a non-international player was given last week off, and he has held discussions with United officials as the club looked to draw a line under the public spat, with Arnold and Murtough taking an active role in trying to de-escalate the tension between player and manager. I don't know what that video was about, but I don't give a shit. There is an understanding that United, the situation is not a simple one to resolve, and as a result, Murtough in particular is heavily involved in the process of trying to resolve the issue. Arnold is regularly updated on the progress of those talks, but Murtaugh's role is understood to be significantly more prominent. So look at this too. Look at that. Everything say, "Hey, Sancho, hey, huh? You need to do what I say, huh? Clear?" You know how Magelo say, "Huh? Yeah, hey." I don't know. I think it's a Dutch thing or a German thing. I don't know. It's just the way they talk in it, you know. We got read an interview that says that Ten Hag back him, sent him into the Middle Earth to get his mind right and back on form football wise, and man shown 0% gratitude for that. He should be doing the most right now in thanks. No, honestly, he should be doing the most right now in thanks, bruv. Like, how dare you? Like, man, let you get 2.5 months off. That's not normal in football, even in your workplace, unless you have those, compassionate leaves. But even those compassionate leaves don't last 2.5 months. My employers will tell you, it's been 2 weeks. Yes, I understand that your so and so passed away, but when are you gonna come back to work? Right? They're already on you after a week or two. Like they even in 2-3 days, they call you and say, "Well, okay, are you all right?" Like, because you're always trying to find out. You say, "Are you gonna come back to work tomorrow?" Or something like. They don't even give a shit. They don't give a shit. But Ten Hag gave you 2.5 months off to go to the Middle Earth, to kind of figure yourself out, to go to the beach, to stare at the beach and the ocean and sea, and look at the stars and the skies and the moon, to go up to the mountains, the Muhammad mountains, to find out what's wrong with you, to speak to God, screaming, "Lord, give me a sign, tell me what's wrong with me, God." He was given that opportunity to do all of that, but you still came back and didn't do that great. And now you're showing disrespect to the manager, man. Smash that like button for those who are watching across all social media platforms to get yourself involved in Red United TV. All questions Manchester United related, please. Yes, but as I was saying before, Erik ten Hag, John Murtough has come and sort things out. So as you can see today, guys, I think it's been resolved because the player himself has now been punished. And he was always going to get punished. We got a red interview that says, "Facts, bro. 100% compassion in the workplace. 0%. 0% compassion in the workplace. And if it's time off, it's more time unpaid." You see what I'm saying? And they won't pay you. But this guy got 2.5 months paid. 350K a week. Paid in your account at the end of the month. 1.7 million. I forgot to minus the 40% tax that they receive, yeah. But you know what I'm saying, like man got paid, innit? Man got paid 2.5 months. Yeah, just like red interview is like, if it's longer, it's unpaid. You're gonna have to apply to the government and get something from the government to get some money, in these kind of situations. But it is what it is, man. So John Murtough has resolved issues, and even Fabrizio Romano came out as well and spoke about that and said that Manchester United have made their decision. Now Erik ten Hag, I'm very sure Erik ten Hag was happy with what's happened and the outcome, and I back Erik ten Hag as well, the disciplinarian, because I'm tired of player power, guys. So many players have had player power and gotten away with a lot of shit, a lot of tomfoolery, And Manchester United have been made a laughing stock, players coming out on Twitter, posting their nonsense, whining and dining, whining and cringing and moaning and all that kind of stuff. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Stop moaning. You get paid a lot of money. Like, stop doing that Bruno Fernandes and moan. Whining. This ain't Nottingham Hill Carnival. This ain't Bristol Carnival. This ain't the carnival in Brazil. This ain't the carnival in Trinidad. All this whining. This ain't passa, bro. This ain't passa. Stop whining, bro. At Manchester United, be a man. It's called Manchester United. So chest with your chest, bro, and just take it like a man, bro. Get me? All this moaning, softy snowflakes. Oh, talk to me nice. All this Drake thing. Talk to me nice, bro. You're a professional footballer. You're supposed to listen to everything that the coach says. I remember the days where coaches used to treat players like shit. Like shit. Make you do sit-ups, press-ups, throw shit at you, like it was a military, bro. Do you think in the military can behave like this? No, you can't. That's how football used to be. But all of a sudden, talk to me nice, make sure you hug me as well when you're criticizing me, you get me, In fact, when you're about to give me negative news, just give me some flowers, give me some flowers so I can feel a bit better, and chocolate, so I don't end up crying to my girl or to my agent, or to Piers Morgan on Talk TV, just be nice to me, say it to me nicely, treat me like I'm your girl or something like that, don't, it's not what you said, it's how you said it. Man, oh, man up, bro. We are men out here. When are men gonna be men? It's called Manchester United, and these men ain't showing no chest. No chest. Jokers, man. Jokers. I've had enough. Beer Belly Bob Manuel says too much player power and just produce nonsense on the pitch, So Red Interview says the day Sir Alex and David Gill left our club, player power entered. It's absolutely true. The moment they left, the standards went down the bins, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, no player bigger than the club. It's a myth at United now. And of course, Red Interview said, remember when Jose got sacked and Papa did that? People eyebrows. The man done that to him, like, when you're meant to be saying hello, boss. Yes, boss. Yes, gaffer. Like whatever you say, your wish is my command. People don't understand. You're an employer, bro. Your employee tells you what to do, you do it. You sign a contract that says, technically, you guys don't understand. When you work for someone and you're an employer, you technically sign a contract that says, whatever you ask me to do, I will do. Like, even if it's mad, read your contract. Your employers can tell you what to do, and you got no choice but to do it. They tell you to pick up shit. You don't have to do it. Yeah, you can go to your tribunal and all that kind of stuff and appeal and do your nonsense. But you technically sign something that says whatever these people told me what to do, I will do it on the amount of hours. 37 hours of my life per week is with these people. Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do it, man. If your manager tells you you're not doing well in training, you are not doing well in training. It's not for you to tell them, yes, I am. No, you are not the person who measures the performance. The manager measures your performance, you know? Yeah, so all that's what I'm gonna say. I am with my manager, big up my manager, Eric Ten Heisenberg, Ten Hag, 10 disciplinarian, What a guy right there, he's brought back discipline. And there's one particular tweet that I want to show you guys. I don't know if it's from Sohail. Let me see if I find him. Sohail. See if I can find that tweet, guys. What wonderful tweet, because I love this manager. He does things right. Yes, Suhail. Let me see if I can find him. Suhail. Sorry about that, guys. Trying to find this guy. There he is. Suhail Chowdhury. Boom. Let me change that for you guys. Smash that like button for those who are watching across all social media platforms, and make sure you subscribe to Red United TV. This is one thing that one guy says, Suhail said, Rashford, disciplinary. Canacho, disciplinary. Ronaldo, let me just zoom in for you guys. Ronaldo, performance. Ronaldo, disciplinary. Maguire, performance. But Maguire, captaincy. Anthony, showboating. De Gea, contract U-turn. Sancho, disciplinary. Eric Ten Hag, football first, standards. Football first. Football comes first, and standards. That's what he's about. That's what I like my manager, Eric Ten Hag. But he's still a suspect in certain decision makings, and some two players that he signed that makes me think, what are you doing? Oh my God, low battery, guys. I'll be right back in a second. Where the hell's my charger? My charger, man. This was about to die in this hot set, guys. This is what I like about my manager. He is the real deal in terms of what he needs to do. But again, we still question certain things, because not everything's perfect. Red Interview says, I've been a manager in various forms and can tell you for fact what energy is coming from the top trickle down to the bottom, which is true. It's true. Obviously, guys, make slap that like as well for those who tune in and watch as well. You can't just pay the toll. The toll is either smash a like, subscribe. It's all free. Man's giving you content for free. I don't charge. But yes, as I was saying, guys, back to this situation. I am with my manager, and he's right. Yes, my manager Eric Ten Hag himself could have avoided saying the stuff that he said. But let me tell you something about Dutch people and German people. They don't sugarcoat shit. Dutch people and German people, when it comes to speaking English, they don't sugarcoat it. They say it how it is, because they're not like us. Their language got for what they're not like us, where when they speak their language, yeah, they have a word for basically for us. You see, for us English, there are one word can mean all things, anything, a lot of things. There's like certain words that you can say that means so much things. Whereas in their language, that word means that word. So when you're gonna translate yourself when you speak in English, you're gonna say exactly what you understand, and he will deliver it in that manner without sugarcoating anything. Because when they speak English, they in their head they're speaking Dutch. They're using that particular word. You know, um, with English, there are so many words that mean so many different things. So it's not as straightforward. So for us, for those who live in this country, we could have, when we took that question in, we could have, delivered it differently. We could have said, "Oh, Sancho's ill," or just I didn't pick him because he wasn't, he just wasn't in the match squad. I didn't pick him because I just didn't think he was ideal for this match squad against Arsenal. He could have said it like that, but he's not gonna lie. He's gonna tell you the truth. The guy was shit in training. I didn't pick him, innit? Like, what's your problem? In fact, stop pissing me off. Every week you ask me about Maguire, you're pissing me off. And you're not just today you ask me about Ten Hag. I mean, you're asking me about Sancho. Stop pissing off Eric Ten Hag. Stop asking me annoying questions. Like, that's the thing about English media. They like to poke the bear until the bear reacts, bro. And then you're saying, oh, why is he behaving this way? When you poke someone as much as you can, eventually the bear's gonna growl and roar at you and scratch your skin and start biting at you because you've pissed him off. You pissed him off, and it's not nice. Anyway, guys, let's move on to the next topic, but let's get back to the comments. So yep, Red Interview says Ten Hag is not the problem. He is having to undo the bullshit from the past managers, which the Glazers have allowed to happen. Facts. Glazers see players as assets to the club, which makes the manager more dispendable than the players. Yes, they do see players as an asset. That's why someone like Harry Maguire didn't get sold. That's why when Jose Mourinho wanted to sell Anthony Martial, the ball stepped in because they see Martial as an asset. But at that time there, they didn't want to stop. At that time, I would say that they're probably right to stop Mourinho, because at that moment there, you think I mean, sorry, at that time there, Martial was actually decent, but as well, still he was a bit disappointing in certain performances. But now, if you was to tell me, or should have Jose Mourinho sold Pogba and sold Martial that time he wanted to sell them? Yeah, he should have. He definitely should have, guys. Guys, I don't know what you guys are on. I only see 3 likes, 7 people watching. I want to see at least 5 likes minimum, up to 10 likes. What kind of nonsense is this? Maybe if I refresh, I'll see something completely different. But let's move it on to some more news today. And we've spoken about John Murtough intervening. We've spoken about Sancho, and the next one is just absolutely funny. Guys, when you was young, probably like 5'10", you got yourself into trouble outside. You run home and say, "I'm gonna go and tell my mom." I'm gonna tell my mommy. And you go and tell your mom your problems, innit? Yeah. I never thought at the age of what? I don't know how old is Harry Maguire, 30, 28, or whatever. You still have your mum fighting your battles. You get me? You guys will laugh. Today, news came out that Harry Maguire's it's after Gareth Southgate came out to defend Harry Maguire. My man mom come out and release a statement. It's just been statements today, from Manchester United, Harry Maguire's mom, statement FC it is. Like, you will laugh. Like, how is Harry Maguire's mom coming out and defending her child? Yes, I know it's your child and all that stuff, but do you know how embarrassing it is, my mom coming to fight my battles, like I can't fight for myself. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I can't fight for myself. Like, my mom, like, I'm gonna go to mommy. To me, I feel like he went to cry to his mommy, This is as bad as when Sir Alex Ferguson stepped in for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to come and shout at the players and tell them to listen to Ole, fam. You know what I mean? To listen to Ole. Like, can you imagine? It is so bad. Really, really bad, guys. Smash that like button, share across all social media platforms for those who are watching as well. As we are live right now, we continue to move on to the next story. We're about to talk Harry Maguire, and this is so funny, man. Harry Maguire has called his mum to come defend him, Rev. This is absolutely embarrassing. You can't be doing that in life, You just can't. Like, here it is. There's the news right there. BBC News has also reported this. Harry Maguire's mum says abuse of defender goes far beyond football. I don't know. I think like other people have been abused far worse than what Harry Maguire's been going through, but it's been going on for what? Almost 2 seasons, I think, maybe 3 seasons. But I remember Pogba's majority of his whole career at Manchester United has just been abuse, right? No one spoke about it. No one came out to his defense saying stop abusing Pogba. It's a bit. It's got to the extent that it sounds like it's a bit racial, the racial abuse and all that kind of stuff. My man's just shit. Like, Maguire's shit. Like, and he deserves to be told that he's shit. Yeah, I know the trolling and all that kind of go a bit too far. But hey, you decided to stay at Manchester United when you was told to leave and take all the smoke in it. Like street profits. I know you want the smoke, then you're gonna take all the smoke in it. You get me? It's life. So, as it says here, mother of footballer Harry Maguire has said the abuse he has faced has been disgraceful and unacceptable. The England and Manchester United star has received much criticism in print and online, which have seen him booed by his own fans, and he was mocked during England game on Tuesday. England boss Gareth Southgate said his treatment by fans was ridiculous. On Instagram, his mum Zoe said she knew the game had ups and downs, but the abuse went far beyond football. Maguire was key part for England's team that reached 2020. I don't give a shit whether he was key part to the team that reached 2018 World Cup semi-finals, Euros 2020 finals, and was United's captain. But a downturn in the form has seen the 30-year-old lose his starting place at Old Trafford and the captaincy. He has been booed by his fans while playing for England during 2022 friendly final against Ivory Coast and Germany and United in preseason friendlies abroad for the last 2 years. Harry Maguire is getting booed worldwide, The whole world knows your shit, In Australia, in Singapore, as well in the United States, man was told, yo, just leave my club. Just leave the club. Just leave. Listen to the grunts and groans and moans. Just leave. But he decided to stay. So you want the smoke. You want the smoke. So you're gonna get the smoke, You feel like you're brave enough to take all of this stuff, then yeah. And you're on almost 200k. On 200k, you know what? Take the abuse, fam. You're on 200k. You know what? A wise man called Biggie said, the more money, the more problems. So the more money you want to stay on because you didn't want to go West Ham, because Manchester United, we're not going to pay you your whole entire money. That was only willing to pay you 100k to equal your 200k for 1 year, but you wanted the full 2 years. You decided to stay. The more money, the more problems. That's why I say, hold tight Biggie as well. Because the more money you're on, the more problems you will gain. The more problems you keep saying gain, inherit as well. The more problems you get. So, my friend, Take all the smoke. But let's read what the mum has to say. Take all the bloody smoke, bro. You get me? The more money, the more problem. Big up the man as well that's tuning in as well. Let me just go straight to the comments before I get to Harry Maguire's mommy defending him. You know, this is just funny. A 30-year-old, your mum is coming to you to defend you. This is what happens when you're 4 to about maybe 10, you know. When you reach 11 and 12, you need to be able to fight your own battles, you know. Your mum will tell you, go outside and sort your own problems out. When you become 12 or 13, you come and say, oh, mommy, they stole my phone. They took my football. They won't give me my football. Those older players won't give me my football. She'll tell you, go back outside. If I don't see that football back here, don't come back home. Don't come back home. That's what real mums do. They tell you as a man, as a boy, go and sort your shit out now. You're not 10, you're not 9, you're not 4, you're not 5, you're not 3, you know, you're 11, 12. Go and handle your shit now. Be a man. Like Russell Peters. Hey, be a man. You know, Maguire's not a man. 30-year-old, your mom's coming to defend you. A statement. Let me read the comments, bruv. You know, smash that like button, guys. Share across all social media platforms. Big up Solo. Big up Red A Team. Big up Red Views as well. You get me? I'm saying facts, bro. So Red A Team says it's better to cry to mommy than hit your girlfriend. Oh, side eye. Oh, but that's the thing. Harry Maguire hasn't hit his girlfriend or his wife. You know, he's just crying to his mummy. You only cry to your mummy in certain situations. Mommy, I committed a murder. Oh my God, mommy, I caught M. Please, 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 please give me some money. You only call your mom when you need money as well. Mommy, I'm broke. I need money for uni. You don't call your mom. Oh, mom, the media's abusing me. The fans don't like me. My own fans, England fans. Mommy, do something. You're a 30-year-old man. If I went into my mum and cried about that, oh, mum, they're bullying me at work. And I'm like 34, bro. And I'm going to my mom telling mom, they're bullying me at work. Oh, please come to my workplace and shout at them and tell them off. Do you know how much people won't rate you? Your girlfriend won't rate you. You get what I'm saying? People at work won't rate you. You get your neighbor's pets, they won't rate you, fam. They'll be like, there goes that pussy old Harry Maguire that always gets his mom to defend him, you know, to fight his battles and all that stuff. What kind of man is that, bro? That pussy old. Get me? Big up Red TV, sir. Never me telling my mom, bro. I was shook if my mom found out. I was on a madness since primary. You get me? Some people was like, nah, man can't lose my ball. Man can't go to my mom and tell them that them kids out there, they took my football, you know. Man has to go out there and fight for my football and get it back, you know. And then when I come back with a black eye, man was gonna ask me what's happened. No, they took my football, innit? And I just like you told me, you know, I should stand up for myself, innit? So I had a fight. I beat them up, mom, and I took my football back. But I got a black eye. It's okay, I'm all right, mom. And mom would say, well done. Well done. That's my boy, you know. That's my baby, you know. Standing up for himself, you know, my protector, my king, you know. Mom will raise your spirit. But if you're coming to your mom, you're telling her, oh, mommy, they're bullying me at the football. My manager doesn't like me, Eric Tenor. He took the captaincy off of me, mom. Mom, can you do something? Can you go speak to Eric Tenor? No. Yeah, I won't rate you, fam. No, I'm telling you, I will not rate you. You get me? Like, what kind of pussy vibes is this, bruv? That man's a pum-pum. Xhaka got more abuse from Arsenal fans, and look how he turned it around and didn't complain to no one. Just got the support of the manager and did his job. Exactly. That's what you call a man. A man, I tell you. Mom was on it if I get hit back. But she better not hear about it flex. You feel me? You get me? You get me? Big up repetitive. Sounds like Maguire's mom raised him soft. I would feel ashamed if Marjay had to come out and back me strong, but respectful words would have to be spoken to Mumsy. Still, you get me, guys, you know? Facts about the West Ham very cool, bro. I wish I was on this live as a background man, throwing up my 2 cents. Yeah, I need to have you back for next week Monday podcast as well. Rented views, to what's it called, to review the match against Brighton Munich. So I'm gonna shout you, and you let me know if you're about or the following week. We gotta get you back, so we can review these games. But yes, he said defending yourself on them levels in Jamaican African thing, bro. UK man's is not built like that. Yeah, you get me. You get me. We was built different. That's what it is. We was definitely built different, man. When won't even tell mum if I'm broke or caught a charge. But there's mums that know shit about my broke days and court days. You get me? And that's when you go to your mom. When you really need the help, the broke days, or man caught a case, mum. Like, man caught a case, or mum, my wife caught me cheating. Please help me. Please defend me. As if she'll defend you when you caught cheating. Because mum will probably defend your woman. You get me? But I'm just saying, these are the scenarios you go to your mum to, for help. Mum, I need a loan. I want to buy a house, but I need at least 5K or 10K. I got about 30K, mum. Can you help me, please? Mum, that's where you go for mum for help. But this man went up to mums and said, Mum, they booed me yesterday because I scored an own goal when I came on. Please. Can you speak to Ten Hag? Can you speak can you speak to Talk Sport? Can you speak to Sky Sports and Ray Keane and Graham Souness and everyone else to stop bullying me? Joker, man. Joke man FC out here, man. Bro, mum would draw for the curtains wires or kettle cords with the plug still on it if I came back with that soppy nonsense, bro. You get me? Sometimes you have to hide in shame, You can't be talking like that. But let me go straight to what Harry Maguire's mum said. She said, not okay. It's pretty much takes the pressure away from my teammates. No, wait, what? Where's the part where the mum said? Okay, so it says pretty much takes the pressure away from my teammates and puts it all on myself. He said, I think that was Maguire. Maguire said Scotland fans' action were a little bit of a banter. He could deal with it. It pretty much takes the pressure away from my teammates and puts it all on myself. Yeah, okay, cool. So your teammates can win. I don't know. You're trying to say you are the sacrificial lamb in that situation there. You're happy to be the sacrificial lamb. Cool. Okay, so in the month's post, his mother said seeing the level of negative and abusive comments he had received from some fans, pundits, and the media was disgraceful and totally unacceptable to any walk of life, never mind to someone who works his socks off for a club and country. I don't know if he works his socks off for the club. Maybe he works his socks off to make mistakes. Yeah, he does. She said she was at Hampden Park and it was not acceptable what's being created over nothing. I understand that in football world there are ups and downs, positives and negatives, but what Harry received has gone far beyond football, she said. So she's saying it's bare personal in that. She said watching what he received was not okay, and she would not want to see any parent or player go through this in future, especially the young boys and girls breaking through the ranks. She said her son had a massive heart. Every mom will say their son had a massive heart. Every mom will tell you their son who probably caught an M, caused havoc, done some crime. He's a good boy. He's a lovely man. Even at your own funeral, when it's gang violence, gang related, he was a lovely man. Don't give me that nonsense shit. He had a massive heart. Mum, please. Our moms will tell everyone that we're good boys and we have a massive heart. Please. Guys, don't just take into that, massive heart, my ass. If you had a massive heart, you would have left Manchester United. A massive heart would have left Manchester United. It would say, you know what? Even though I love this club, I've got a massive heart. I'm going to do what the fans want. I want to do what the manager wants. And I'm going to leave. I'm going to do a Cartman and say, screw you guys, I'm going home. But you didn't do it. You did not do it. You stayed. You said, screw you guys, I'm staying. I'm flipping staying. I'm flipping staying, boss. That's what you said, innit? I'm the captain. Or was the captain. Whatever, man. Maguire annoys me. I'm not gonna lie to you. He really, 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 really annoys me. Maguire, man. His face annoys me, you know. You get me? Big up Red Devil Studios as well. Ronaldo was right about Maguire. He said, nah, mum don't know them about them things though. My mum, you get me? Like, mum don't know about certain things, you know. Showing weakness to parents. Even as at my age, I don't want to go to my parents and show my weakness, you know. Even if I needed help, you know, I'll kind of hide it, you know, until they see it themselves that I need help. They'll probably say, why are you hiding yourself? Like, we were here to help you. Like, don't hide it. Now, still, I'll be like, oh, okay. But the next time, I still hide it. You get me? Big up Red Views as well, and Red Devil Studios as well. Smash that like button and share across all social media platforms as we dive into this Maguire thing, man. Maguire's mum, you know, come to back her son. Man, he's 30, you know, he's 30. The lovely man that floods the ends with drugs and kills her man as well, you know. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what they'll tell you in the funeral, you know. Oh, he was a lovely man, you know. He was a good boy. Is it? He's a good boy. So why okay, so why did my man get finessed with gang violence and that? Like, why is he labeled to have passed with gang violence? Mom, can you please explain yourself? If he was a good boy, he didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing wrong. See what I'm saying? But yes, Harry Maguire's mom says she said again, she has a massive heart adding, it's good, it's a good job that his mentality is strong and can handle it as others may not be able to. I wish this sort of I wish this sort of abuse what? I wish this sort of abuse on nobody. Oh, nobody, said she said. I thought she Brighton captain Lewis Dunk, who partnered Harry Maguire, Scotland's said what he faced was unfair. It was very harsh. That the way unfortunately football and sometimes fans are. Media takes a story and then runs with it. He said this one has built up massively and it's ongoing thing, but I think he can hold his head high and take massive credit from the way he has handled it. I don't know, man. I don't know about Maguire, man. I really don't know about Maguire. Like, whether he can handle it. No, I think he's not. He's unable to take it. I don't think he can cope anymore. You know, there's so much abuse you can take until you flip. So I'm not too convinced that he can hold. He can take it as a man anymore. Even me, if you poke me to a certain extent, you know, there's certain men that's been poked to a certain extent. They come out and address the situation. You know, publicly. You know what I'm saying, or behind closed doors. You know, there's so much poking you can do until man reacts. You know, they say if you poke a bear so many times, the bear will poke. I mean, the bear will react to him. You know, don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear because the bear will just react and scratch and bite you and finesse you. You know, you get what I'm saying? So, bruh, I just don't believe he's coping. I don't. I don't at all. Smash that like button, share across all social media platforms as we continue to go along. We're coming close to the end of the stream. We've got a couple of more news to liaise to you guys. Of course, we've got the Glazers situation, the takeovers, the latest in the Manchester United takeovers, Sir Jim Ratcliffe as well. Go straight into it. Um, which news do I want to give to you? Do I want to give to you guys Jim Ratcliffe as well? Financial blow. This came out yesterday. Let's talk about it. Sir Jim Ratcliffe dealt financial blow amid Manchester United takeover proposal. Manchester United takeover for bidder British billionaire Sir Jim Ratcliffe has been dealt with a double financial blow in his ongoing attempts to assure control of Old Trafford at Old Trafford. Proposal headed up by Sheikh Jassim as well from Qatar and Sir Jim Ratcliffe via his Ineos company have yet to be accepted. As you guys know, it's been taking so long. Remained as a crossroad off the field. It means that the Premier League giants are still being guided from top by the much mangled American owners. Due to the red tape involved, Qatari banker Sir Jim Ratcliffe, Sheikh Jassim, has remained silent since putting forward his offer. But during a rare interview, Sir Jim recently stated that the failure is not an option for him as Glazer family continues to mull over which one is their preferred option. Following the sit down chat, the 70-year-old said, who grew up in whatever was blah blah blah, has seen to la 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 chemical. I just want to get straight to the point. I don't have time for it for this nonsense, bruv. So let's get straight to it. To it. Okay, what I want to say is that regarding the Sir Jimmy Ratcliffe, I want to tell you right now. I remember reading it on Instagram. The Glazers are trying to find ways to remain at Manchester United. Speaking to Sir Jimmy Ratcliffe and trying to negotiate to see if they can have a say. If Sir Jimmy Ratcliffe was to take 70% ownership, which means that he will be the majority owner and they will be the minority owner, but they still have a say. They want to ensure that they can get a say in Manchester United and remain for as long as they can and probably have better shares. There's the Class A and Class B shares that I think they own. The Glazers own the Class B shares and majority as well, and they Class B share are held a bit higher in standards, so that allows you to have a higher say and have better control of Manchester United. So that what they want to do is see if they can remain and have a say. And Jim Ratcliffe is probably telling them, "Nah, burn you mans, you mans ain't gonna have no say, bruv." And right now it's just a bit of back and forth. And I think that what the Glazers want to do is try and side with Jim Ratcliffe because they don't want to sell. They don't want that sell. They don't want to sell 100% to Sheikh Jassim. They just don't. It doesn't favor them. It doesn't work out for them. It doesn't make no sense for them. Because they Manchester United. I don't know what that noise is, but I need to get rid of that. Okay, I see. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, that was an ad. Sorry about that, guys. I do apologize for that, man. But yes, they want to try and find a way to just stay at Manchester United and profit from them. But you know what? I will tell Sir Jim Ratcliffe right now, you better not bow down to this nonsense because we are preferred bidder as a Manchester United fan is Sheikh the team, 100% ownership, clear debt, and reinvest 1 point something billion back into the club in terms of infrastructure and also training ground and also transfers as well. 1.5 billion reinvestment back into the club, and that's what I prefer. I wouldn't prefer anything else but that. I don't want Sergeant Ratcliffe because why he's willing to negotiate and allow the Glazers to stay at Manchester United for a certain amount. And you just never know the Glazers. When you sleep with the devil could tell you, you know what? Yeah, you know how you're supposed to buy out in a couple of years, you'll buy out the rest of the 30%. The price can go up. You never know. Yesterday's price, not today's price. So in 3 or 4 years' time, when you're ready to say, you know what, I want 100% ownership, I want to buy the 30%, they could be telling you, you know what, that's another 2 or 3 billion, fam. Next thing you know, you spent at least 10 billion buying Manchester United. So Ratcliffe offer could put Manchester United to shits. And with Ratcliffe as well, I've seen Nice. Nice are not really happy there. The fans don't really rate his ownership. Hasn't gone great as well. He's also owns another football club. I even remember when he ventured into Team Sky, that no longer exists now. They've been taken over by someone else. Team Sky, which is the cycling team, didn't do well. Didn't do well. So with Ineos as well, their sports ventures, I don't think they do well when it comes to sports ventures, man. They should just really just stop. Stop it, bruv. Don't do anymore. Leave us alone. Yep. Interview says, yep, they own Class B shares, and if they sell those shares to another person who is not a Glazer, goes to Class A by default, less rights than Class B. So it can't really have a say, man, when you have those Class A shares. Qatar is the only way. Qatar rulers supports United, and I rather have someone that's a Manchester United fan. Yes, we know Ratcliffe is also a Manchester United fan, but his offer sucks. His offer says the Glazers stay. Now, who wants that? Who really wants that? None of us wants that. We don't want nothing to do with that, man. You need to get yourself out of here, man. Shit, man. But yes, we continue to go on. We're coming close to the end of the show, guys. Make sure you smash that like button and share it across all social media platforms. I'm gonna go through the Twitter threads as well. Manchester United are playing Brighton Munich. Ooh, gonna be a dangerous one on the weekend. You know, this is the part of the show where we go through this Twitter threads, you know, so make sure you smash that like button as we come close to the end of the show. You're going to see what's on my thread. Make sure you follow Red United TV on Instagram as well, and smash that like button as well. And also follow everyone on the school Spice for Twitter. So let's go straight to Twitter threads and see what's going on surrounding football before we're about to sign out. And this is, of course, this part is all clubs. What's going on? So you see, Fabrizio Romano says official: Kyle Walker has signed a new Man City deal until June 2026. I don't get this. I'm not leaving. That's what Maguire said, isn't it? Let's hear this.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving! The show goes on. This is my home.
Vamos! That was a good video. I'm not gonna lie to you. No, I'm not leaving. That's a good video. I can't lie, man. I can't lie. He's got a new contract extension 2026. Bayern Munich was so interested in Kyle Walker playing right back for them, you know. Of course, with Pavard being sold. Oh, I understand that Mario Balotelli has decided to part ways with Sion. Termination of his contract agreed since and signed today. Oh wow, man. Turkey wants him. Wow. Again, look at this. Facundo Pelestri, you have to keep training during any holidays if you want to win everything and have to train that way. Hey, Sancho, take notes, you know. Take notes. Because Sancho, when he came back to Manchester United, looked a bit chubby still. The time he's come back overweight. You know what I mean? Look at that training statement FC. That's Manchester United right there. Jadon Sancho. Rest in peace. Joshua, I don't know what's going on there. Again, this is hope that Sofian Amrabat will be involved for Man United game against Brighton. I don't know what's going on there. Getafe has sold more shirts with Greenwood's name on the back in a week than they have for any player in their club's country. So, Greenwood has clout. Ten Hag feels badly let down by Jadon Sancho and give the length to which he feels he went last season to try and help him kickstart his career. Correct. The response to Mason Greenwood's long arrival at Getafe has been incredibly positive for their player, fans and staff. The players are looking out for him. Greenwood's partner has already been out with the Wags. Greenwood's partner makes me sick, you know. Something tells me there's more to the story. The same girl that he linked in Iceland that was so quick to post up on Snapchat or whatever, Twitter, oh, me Mason Greenwood was going to, and make him vulnerable, you know, like proper, like bait him out and then gets him to trouble for it. And then he doesn't play for England. It's the same one that posted the photos and then posted a 30-second audio clip, you know, out of a 5-minute video, of a 5-minute audio, like, and then takes him back, has his child, links him when they're not meant to be linking, not meant to be seeing each other. You know what? Something don't add up. And then taking the picture, oh, my baby's first day at his new club, Getafe, with my son, of our new child. Oh, something don't make sense. Something don't add up with this Greenwood and Harriet, bruv. It don't make sense to me. Like, you guys need to stop putting your cap back on your thinking cap and say, we know that sometimes abusers go back to the person that they abused them because that's what they know is that person. But this don't make no sense. Something ain't right. Something ain't right with this situation. Going out with the wags, you know. I don't even know what the comments are saying. Jadon Sancho's outburst both stunned and infuriated Ten Hag, and has left Sancho facing an uncertain future at Manchester United. He did it to himself. Rasmus Højlund looks like the type of player who will probably need service from wide areas, and I think that's probably a weakness Manchester United have got. We won't cross the ball too tough, and we're not accurate with crossing. Facundo Pelestri probably is the type of player who will feed him, and they need more of that. Former Manchester United prospect Chris Casper, I like to see Facundo Pelestri play. He's direct. He's exactly what Rasmus Højlund would need. Yes, let's hope that Rasmus Højlund will be able to do his thing. And I want to see him score his first goal. And it says, understand, Fabrizio Romano comes out with his tweet saying, understand PSG decided to give green light today for Kang In Lee to participate in the Asian Games. PSG released Kang In Lee for Asian Games 2023. Oh yeah, I forgot. They do that. And when his son Heung-min will go as well. Manchester United topped the list for the world's most expensive squad. Even though I believe that we're truly broke because we're out here trying to balance the books and meet financial fair play, and we're out here loaning players. Now we're doing loan deals like we've been doing loan deals, which is a bit weird. Manchester United never done loan deals for the amount of time I've been alive watching Manchester United. We've always been known to be the richest club in the world with so much money, 700 million annual turnover, you know, but all this paying back loans, taking out dividends has financially restricted Manchester United that they're spending what, 200 million, 150 million a season where they're supposed to be spending more than 200 million, in my opinion. You know, all this money in the world, nothing to show for it, bro. Loaning, trying to tell players to having to sell in order to buy. Well, no, when has that been Manchester United? Having to sell in order to buy, you know. Balance sport. Financial fair play has never been a problem for Manchester United until now. Now that the club is up for sale, that the investment is needed. But man, they were telling me that they're not broke. Oh, so they sign money, they sign players. Deep it, bro. If Manchester United need new investors to fix this leaking stadium, to reinvest into squad, to reinvest into the training pitch and infrastructure, it means we don't have the money to carry out the project. So we need investment. We're broke. We lied to you, man. You know, we was meant to sell these players. We can't even sell these players because they're a ridiculous amount of wages. You know, we have to loan players, you know, in order to meet financial fair play. When do we need to meet financial fair play? When does Man United need to meet financial fair play? Deep it. Like, what kind of nonsense is this? All these years, 700 million annual transfer turnover, highest turnover in the world. We gross much more money than Real Madrid do. You know? Look at the shirt sponsorship that we just done. The new Adidas, 1.7 billion. The new potential shirt sponsor that could just rack in 60 million. The Aeon complex. All of this. Team viewer. Like, the amount of money you mentioned that racking. But they're financially restricted. Because why? All those loans that we've been taking out credit cards and all that kind of stuff restricted us. But yeah, man, you might think we're not broke, innit? We're broke, bruv. We're a broke club. We're a rich. Well, basically, a man who has a mansion. When you come to a mansion, you come into the house. There's no furniture. You open the fridge. There's nothing in the fridge. You know, you can't sit down. There's no TV. But we just stand outside the house smiling with like we live in a mansion. But there's nothing in that mansion. You know, what that guy that wears a Gucci belt in Primark? That the sales assistant guy, Gucci belt in Primark, bruv. We're starting hard, you know. All that LV, Louis Vuitton, all that kind of stuff, but the fridge is empty. That's Manchester United for you. Anyway, let's get back to the comments before I end this stream. But big up to everyone, you know. Smash that like button as well, man. Let's go back to where I was before. Yeah, Retin TV said Qatar is the only way. Yep, that's what I remember that. I did cover that part as well. And let's not forget, Sir Jim is a season ticket holder for Chelsea. You know, I know he probably works in London, but man watches his season ticket for Chelsea. Man probably owns a private jet, helicopter, 20 minutes ting in Manchester from London. You know, he man's a billionaire. You know, man can land, man can own a space in the airport at Manchester Airport, bruv. A hangar, whatever you call it, like that you buy in GTA, bruv. But you prefer to be a season ticket holder in Chelsea and you wanted to buy Chelsea as well. Let's not forget that, guys. Let's not forget that. And of course, let's not forget it was season ticket holder, and let's not forget they went to buy Chelsea, the Man City. And of course, that he was never leaving Kyle Walker to Bayern Munich. Really? No, he was never leaving, man. Let's be real. Leave that Wolf of Wall Street gimmick alone. Walker was never leaving. He only used that Munich interest as leverage to get that contract, and he's screaming about now. I know he's on proper P, and I bet he's like the highest paid player because he is the captain of the club, isn't it? They made him captain. The club knew about Greenwood shenanigans from early. They probably covered it up. I always thought Greenwood was a weird guy anyway. The man don't hang out with him. Don't. Players knew, lads, Lord knows how much Greenwood and Foden, all these other players, top players, have got away with that, not in the public domain. Big up to my guy, Kill Maestro, as well on Twitch. That says, I heard the club is sold and will be announced January. No, I can't wait till January. I want it to be announced before January. I want that to be my Christmas present because they ruined my whole summer. Was meant to have a nice summer present. Qatari in was meant to be singing, we're getting our money. We're getting our money. We're supposed to be dancing like this, you know. No, I'm supposed to be calling myself, you know, Chic Spice and that, you know. You know, I'm supposed to be saying, hey, Habibi, 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 and all that kind of stuff right now. I'm supposed to be wearing my ting and everything, you know, Chic Ivorian Spice as well, you know. But no, that's not happened. Because that man ain't sold. Red TV says nothing fishy, just looks fishy to those who don't know how the celebs and those with power and money work. World works different set of rules to us average Joe. Yeah, I can agree with that. Just let's not forget the money took out the club expenses to attend the cup finals we was in last season. What? So they claim expenses, well, even though they're bloody rich. And the Glazers are billionaires in my eyes. They're billionaires. They own so many businesses and all that kind of stuff. They're taking money out. That's how you know they're not here to spend their money, you know. They're just here to spend Manchester United money. Cash cow. Big up to Killmaster says, Loki, the chaos is good. And says, all Canadians and American investment companies are preparing. I know, they probably are. You know, again, it says a Gucci belt working in Primani. Yeah, man. That's Manchester United for you. What that guy, for those who are watching, say, for example, you work in Selco, Walmart. Let's use Walmart, for example. The Walmart sales assistant wearing a Gucci belt. or Louis Vuitton belt. You're like, bro, this is your whole entire wage. What are you doing? Like, why are you starting like this, fam? You work in Walmart, you work in Primark, or you work in McDonald's, and you're wearing a Gucci belt. Man, who you fooling? You don't probably have anything in the fridge. You spent like half your wages in that belt. Broke. We're just starting out here. Broke. They're doing it in a way where the market maybe doesn't crash as well. Big up to Kill Matt Show that says shirt deals, etc. are also on the way. So it's one big leaf gonna turn over. I hope this gets sorted out ASAP, because I don't have time for this. The world is Ollie's covered up, loads for Greenwoods. Yeah, like I said before, I've always thought Greenwood was a bit weird still. Like the man didn't really hang out with him, He was always by himself and that. So yeah, I could certain things I can believe in, And let me tell you something. I'm not gonna say Greenwood is innocent because I believe he did it, bro. I believe he did it. But I believe he did something. And I also believe he probably cheated and she went mad and went to do madness. But that woman ain't right as well. Let's just say it. Harriet ain't innocent as well. They both make me sick for their behaviors. Lincoln man, when you reported him, he's this and that, innit? So why are you going back? Yes, like I said before, 9 out of 10 abusers, women that get abused, they go back to their abusers, innit? That's what they're saying, it. Yeah, but come on, you have common sense. You publicly pull it there. You leaked it out yourself so you can get man into trouble, in it, or you didn't want man to get into that much trouble because he probably cheated on you and you was upset. So it's like, oh, this is the Mason Green that yeah, this is what he does to me. Leak. Your dad tells you, why do you do it? You're messing with the bag, Mason Green was a good boy to remove it. And the next thing you know, you're having his you. What are you gonna do? Get married next? So you secure the bag for the rest of your life. Like, they both make me sick, guys. No, seriously, toxic relationship. This is toxic. This is toxic. The same girl that ratted you out in Iceland. You didn't even learn from that, That's the guys. You need to remember that the Iceland situation was Harriet and her friend. They were in Iceland. They're the one that went to the hotel. They're the one that posted the pictures and exposed, man. You don't learn from that. And then you're out here throwing hands on the woman as well, and you expect nothing to be said. She already exposed you one time, she'll expose you again, innit? I learn from your mistakes, man, them, bro. Man, them need to pattern up as well, Did you get me? But yeah, Mason Greenwood, it is what it is, man. Like, how you gonna be out there in Getafe and or whatever it is, man, and you're supporting your baby daddy and all that stuff, like, man, he's an abuse. I got a headache from this, man. I just don't get it, guys. I really don't get it. And of course, nothing to agree, bro. It's facts, and I can't attest to believe he did it, but with understandings, bro, it's a relationship. Like I said before, I definitely think he cheated on her. The Anthony situation as well. I feel like my man didn't do it, because for him to come out with chest, say I didn't do it, and I got facts, I got receipts, moving like KG in that, man's got receipts. Do you get me? Like, and the girls deleting messages, all that stuff, altering shit and all that kind of stuff. Like, something tells me that Anthony, even though I tell you right now, Anthony looks like the type of guy that will do the thing. Like, man looks at him, man, that wild hair style, the tats on the neck. He looks like he done it, bro. But he's talking like raw. I didn't do it. For the fact that he's talking loud, wants to defend the situation. He's not having it. He's like, man's got evidence. Like, I'm going to cooperate with the feds. Man are not really. If they didn't do it, if people don't do, if people are good, they don't really want to cooperate. You're just trying to find a way to not cooperate and cut. But yes, we got Red Tinted View as well. He's 100% cheating, did a Mazza with the other woman, and that footage of them women in the hotel, right, got leaked. We would never have known Greenwood and Foden was young bucks them times. It's true, no? It is true. It's true as well. Big up, bro. Big up Jesse Uptown. Just coming when the stream is just about to end. I think I somehow needs to start streaming at a later time, but I think five's a good time. I don't know. I've tried six before and it didn't do well, but five does better though. Um, but yeah, remember these leaks of Walker getting prostitutes in during COVID and him having a live child with a next woman. You know, I even remember what's his name, Deli Ali, nonsense as well, doing a madness as well. Deli Ali, Jack Grealish, stay home, you know, stay home, stay protected, get vaccinated. Next thing you know, our party, shoot, bam, crashed the Range Rover, ducks out. Yep, and it says the football world is shady as fuck. It's true, it's shady. There's a lot of things that's been hidden, like Giggs, Ryan Giggs doing his thing. Footballers actually get away with so much shit. KG done that rants party with those receipts, bro. Guys, if you guys need to watch that, bro, it's a madness, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want to talk too much, you know, because I'm not gonna lie to you, you know. If Rance asks me to go on his show, man, will be on that, bro. And you know, and be like, yes, 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 Rance, yeah, 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 you right, yeah, you right, man. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's all business. At the end of the day, it's business. It's nothing personal. You know, it's no pleasure as well. It's business. I'm a businessman, so if I jump on man's shows because it's business, you get me. You get me. Big up Jesse Upton and big up Redton TV as well, man. You know what? Sigurdsson was the wickedest, and Sigurdsson never got really exposed. You know, he got away with that one. You know, like no one heard from him. Man, stopped playing for Everton, and no one exposed him. They gave him the blank face, and that's it. Got away with it and got released. Like that guy's lucky. Was not even playing football. What are you expecting from Saturday's game? Yes, guys. Before I even end the show, let me give you the preview, man. Because of course, Manchester United are playing Brighton, Munich at Old Trafford. Whew. Last time it wasn't pretty, bro. We got spanked 3-0 at Old Trafford. And then we got beaten at Brighton at their ground as well. So they beat us back to back, you know. But we did knock Brighton out in the FA Cup semi-finals. But again, we went all the way to penalty. So right now, in my eyes, I think Brighton's a bogey team. It's gonna be a tricky one, but I think we can win. But my heart tells me we can win. But my mind tells me that it could be a potential draw or a loss, you know. Like I can just see it right now, man. And I can see the trolling that's going to happen and come towards us as well, man. Oh my god. It's gonna be pick and peak. But hopefully, guys, I hope we can get the W. You guys let me know what your thoughts on as well, man. We ram the midfield, we win. It depends. Amrabat starts with Casemiro in midfield and probably a Bruno Fernandes. Then yeah, we can do something. And Højlund, and let's say Rashford and maybe Garnacho on the wing, and hopefully our defense comes back. No Harry Maguire, maybe a Lindelof and Martinez could return, and Aaron Bissaka's fine. Dalot or Reguilon, whoever they play on left back, I don't give a shit, man. I just don't give a shit. Then I think we can win, especially if we got Amrabat, Casemiro, and of course Bruno Fernandes or an Eriksen instead of Bruno Fernandes. Maybe give Bruno Fernandes a little rest and play Eriksen as a number 10. You know what I mean, guys? But yes, again, Jesse Upton says for people celebrate Grealish getting wasted, but when black players do it, then it's a problem. You know what's so funny? Yeah, the whole summer they will put up videos. Oh, Jack Grealish, he's a drinker. You know, he gets wasted and hammered. But if it's a black player, they'll go harder than him. I.e., Paul Pogba. You know, Paul Pogba couldn't even celebrate his brother's birthday while being injured, saying that he faked it. Man couldn't even do a little skip and dance. Because I know if my brother's getting married and I was on crutches, Yeah, man, we'll be dancing too on crutches. I've seen man, everyone's seen Yardy man in the crutches dancing in the party and that. You're allowed to do that. Man got trolled on hard and abused. Oh, he's not injured, he's a liar, all that kind of stuff. But Jack Grealish got away with that one. He was allowed to get drunk every night, every day, the whole day until he returns back to football. Even I think when England when England played during the summer after Man City won the Champions League and certain players, Man City players, did get into the team and play. Yeah, apparently Jack Grealish was too drunk to even be called up. Too hammered and plastered because of winning the cup. I don't know how. I know winning. I don't know. I'm not a professional football player, but I don't see myself because I've won the Champions League getting smashed every day. I get smashed that night with the lads, but I think after the following day, I think it gets the whole celebratory and all that kind of stuff is done. It's done. It's done after the night and day 2 days later, maybe last 2 days, but not the whole week. Like you can tell me celebrating a trophy for a whole week, fam, just going out every night. That's nonsense, bro. I'll go out on the night that we won it. The following day as well with the team mates as well. Maybe the third day or when I get home with the family, we'll go out and celebrate. But that's about it. I don't know. I just think I'm different. Big up Red TV says he's a nonce at Everton, bro. He's a nonce, bro. And this allegation, guys, let me know what your thoughts. Yeah, before I wrap up the show, I've streamed for an hour and a half. So make sure you smash that like button as well. Share across all social media platforms. Yes, this allegation was a madness, says Red Views as well. Garnacho to be subbed on in my favor, and hopefully we're winning as well when he comes on. Who's going to be playing? Would it be Pelestri? Do you guys want Pelestri playing right back? I mean, right wing, or Garnacho? Oh, Rashford. We've seen Rashford play on the right wing. It's not that great. As soon as everyone got win, he turned ghost. He was slight baller as well, you know. Get me? He was a slight baller, bro. Alejandro should come on when the centre backs is tired and mental. He just takes advantage as well. You know, when he starts, he hasn't really. One thing about Garnacho, hasn't really impressed or delivered when he starts. You know. Imagine Grealish is slurring on live TV. Yeah, imagine he was slur. Can you live TV? No, yeah. Oh my God, thank you. It's been a wonderful win. Amazing. These guys are absolutely amazing and on stage. You know, even when they celebrate the Premier League title and on the bus as well, the whole treble thing. Imagine that, man. Imagine that. But guys, I'm about to close off in a bit, man. I'm just finishing off the comments as well. And then yeah. What's October 29th fire? What's going on October 29th? Let me check the shit, man. Let me check. I know that during the 29th, October, what's going on October 29th, bruv? What's going on October 29th? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. All I know, the end of this month, big fight night, Jamal Charlo versus Canales. You guys let me know. Are you watching Canales, Charlo, big fight as well? And are you talking about Saudi Arabia, 29th? What's his name? October. Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury. Let me know what you're saying, Killmaestro. I'm trying to understand that, you know. Media was loving Grealish being wasted during the City treble win, and then again there is a difference. Grealish won major titles, while Pogba won second-rated title, which is true. And I think Grealish was much more consistent than Pogba. So you know, if you're consistent, maybe you can kind of get away with it. You know, getting hairdos every week and dabbing everyone every other week with no Prem or Champions League title. Pelestri on the right wing, says Red Tinted Views. The day you don't leave the chair. Derby and El Clasico. Oh, you mean Man City? Oh, guys, you know I don't like playing Man City, man. I don't even want to know when we play Man City. Like I sometimes wake up and I wish I get to skip that day you know, because I don't want to see that match. It's tense, it's squeaky bum time, you're gassy, and then you get packed in by City. You're doing a watch along with a screw face. You can't even commentate anymore. You're just looking at your phone. You're wishing that your internet cuts off and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, man, I just don't want to see that day come. You know, El Clasico, Manchester Derby. Oh gosh, man, it's a headache. We just don't compete in these games. That's why I just hate it, man. I hope we fix up by then. I just hope we fix up our football. Can't lie, I love Grealish vibes. No, I love him. He's vibes in it. We'll hang out with him. Even Pogba's vibes here. We'll hang out with him. One of the type of guys that we'll like hang out with. We wish we signed him instead of Donny van der Beek. You know, the club decided to sign Donny van der Beek because it was a cheaper option, in there. Apparently, Ollie wanted Grealish. 100% watching of the competition. Of course, competitions fixed by doing a watch along. Which one? The Charlo one or you're doing a watch along for the City Derby. Okay, say no more. Obviously, I'm doing this watch along. I just hope I don't wake up. You know, I hope I sleep for the whole day. You know, wake up the following day. I got work. You know, because I know it's going to be on a Sunday. That's why I hope so, innit? Wake up on a Monday. So I want to go to bed on Saturday, waking up on a Monday. That's why I wish. 'Cause I don't want to experience that day. I just know how it's gonna go, guys, man. I really know how it's gonna go. But big up to everyone that's tuning in today. Smash that like button as well. As always, subscribe to Red United TV. And of course, I'm back live for your latest Manchester United news next week, Thursday at 5 p.m. Make sure you tune in as well. We are live this Saturday, 3 p.m. Manchester United versus Brighton Munich for the watch along, and of course, followed up by the match reaction. And then on Monday, hopefully, we can get Red interviews to join us on the panel to do the review against Brighton Munich. And I'm hoping that we've won, because when we win, the man them are always up for it. It's when we lose. I always tell the man them, don't hide when we lose, you know, because I don't hide when we lose. When we lost against Arsenal, man them were hiding. I was messaging him saying, yo, you coming on? No response. No response. Me, I go on Rivals channels and I back my chat and I show my face. I don't wear a mask to hide it. You know, I say it with chest, man. But you know what I mean, man. Big up, big Rent interview. Big up what's called Jesse Uptown as well. Follow Red United TV on Twitter. Big up Red A Team as well, that tune in as well, and Solo and Red Devil Studios. And I'm associated with people that have red in their name, you know, and I love that, man. And of course, as always, guys, remember to keep it united, as I always say, and remember to keep it Red United. Your boy is out. See you next week. Peace, love. Hopefully, we get the W on Saturday. Boop, boop. Out.